On your Fox Beat, a new comedy debuts here on Fox this week. It looks like it takes a look at what happens when four relationship-challenged people come together. Loners form an unlikely bond. Becky Newton and Zachary Knighton are two of the stars of Weird Loners, and they join us live from Los Angeles, California, where the sun always shines and everyone is beautiful. To both of you, good morning from the Motor City.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
Thank you. What makes Loners weird?
Everything. These people, these characters are unlike many we've seen on TV. They sort of make mistakes, they get in their own way, they're really terrible in relationships, and just when you think they should learn a lesson and change their behavior, they go right back to the beginning and do it all over again. So, therefore, they're really weird.
What will people see in this initial episode of Weird Loners?
You know, people are going to see these characters who they don't necessarily want to root for. I think there's not much resolution. These people just are flawed people that are trying to make their way through life, and they can't connect with anybody. So the fact that they're sort of forced to connect makes for a lot of comedy gold, I think.
Yeah, and I think in the first episode, you meet them at their worst behavior. My character, Karen, is on a date, and she starts talking to her date about their need to connect more and his emotional intimacy issues, and maybe they should go to couples counseling, and we find out they started dating 2 days before. So we see her, just an example of her being completely psychotic.
You have two other co-stars in the show. Tell us about them.
Oh, they're great. We've got Nate and Mira. Nate, a lot of people know Nate from a lot of his different comedic work. For Mira, this was her first TV job, and she was more of a pro than all of us.
I think so,
I think
yeah.
that Mira, it's like she's been on a million sets. She is just so comfortable and so funny, and I think she's really fantastic. So I'm really happy for her.
Okay, so Nate came in studio, and guess what he said about his co-stars?
Do we want to know?
He said you guys were great and he loved working with you on and off the set. Do you think it's important to develop that relationship offset to make sure it translates to on screen? And how do you guys do that? Do you share trailers? Do you give snacks in between, little bits of candy? That always makes people love you. What do you guys do to make sure you have that cohesive unit?
Lots of booze. Lots of booze. For Becky, it's candy. For the rest of us, it's
candy.
booze.
It's like the little Snicker bites.
Oh, those are great.
No, I think in truth, there's a certain leap of faith. Like there are certain parts of the chemistry that just have to be there. And I know with Zach and I, we have this sort of on and off romance in the show. I was so grateful from the very second we met. It was clearly there. We didn't have to force anything. It was just there, and I will speak for myself. Sometimes he disagrees with me.
So you're saying that you're in love with me?
I am, and you heard it here, Lee.
Live right
I'm
now.
in love with Zach. No, but I think we really lucked out. On our first episode, it felt like we'd already filmed a whole season. There was just an ease with these four characters.
There are so many beautiful people out in LA. Have you ever ran into anybody that wasn't beautiful on a movie set?
I mean, yeah, go into the makeup trailer before they paint and glue our faces together.
All right, guys, thanks for the time.
Thanks for having us.